Hey there, crazy kids. I am the Good Old Gamer. More Minecraft Beta 1.7.3 on Creeper Island 2.0. Hooray, 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 hooray. Now today I know I said I was going to work on the work area. Probably work on getting the farms going and such. But I think what I'm going to do instead is go find the second dungeon that the Mindfiend found on his world. But in order to do that, I think I'm going to need to make a compass, which requires 1 redstone and some iron. And we have a compass. Hooray! Etc., etc. Might as well make an iron axe since I got the iron right there. Now the reason that I'm making a compass is because I'm not entirely sure if I dug in the same way to the current Skelly spawner as the Mindfiend did. So I want to make sure I end up in the right direction when I dig around for the other new dungeon that the Mindfiend just found in one of his recent videos. That one's a zombie spawner. I don't really particularly care for the zombie spawner itself, but assuming we get the same loot as we did in the Skelly spawner that the Mindfiend got, then we'll get some buckets out of this zombie spawner, so that's why I want to go get it. Now the compass will help because I know that spawn is right there. So the Skelly spawner is over here, which means we want the compass to be pointing in this direction when we dig, because that's the way the Mindfiend was digging. He was digging to his home over there from the Skelly spawner. So that should hopefully lead us in the right direction so we don't waste too much time digging around. Like I said, I want to go find the spawner because the dungeon loot includes a couple buckets, I believe. And I really want those buckets because it'll save on having to make them in the future. And having a few extra buckets will mean that getting the farms going will be that much easier because we can carry more water at once. Hey, our building looks kind of nice from a distance too. That's pretty cool. Alright, so came in this way. So this is the spawner. Compass needs to be pointing that way, so I think the direction we need to go is this way. So somewhere along in here, I think, should be the cave that leads to the dungeon, hopefully. I think the Mindfiend was either a little higher or a little lower. I think he was a little lower because he had this floor going down 2 or 3 more blocks for the mob trap he has. So hopefully I'm still going to find the cave. Or at least start hearing the sounds of the enemies. Now because of the elevation difference, it may take us a bit longer to reach the cave. And I might even have to start digging down if I don't get to it very soon. He only had to dig a few blocks in, I think maybe 9 or 12 blocks in from his mob trap, and there he was. It's kind of looking like I'm gonna have to dig down a bit. I guess this is as good a place as any. Now it shouldn't be too much farther into the cave here because the Mindfiend wasn't all that much down deeper from the spawner. So hopefully we don't have too much to go. Kind of surprised I'm not hearing the enemies yet. Then again, I may be digging in the wrong direction, I'm not sure. Just because I assume that this is the direction he's going because the compass is facing this way, which is towards spawn, and his house would be facing that way. I don't know if he started digging in the wrong direction or if I'm just too high to notice the cave yet, or what the deal is. But I'm just going off what I assume he was intending to do, which was dig to his house. So it should be in this direction somewhere. Whoops, that was stupid. Ah, I hear a zombie. Maybe we are getting close. Kinda hear them off in this direction now. Ah, lava! Fantastic. I think I dug a little bit too deep. A little bit deeper than I originally had intended. But we should be in the cave that leads to the dungeon. I hate lava so much. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Well, we didn't come in exactly the same way as the Mindfiend did, but that's alright. At least we made it in here. Let's get some torches. Now, of course, the goal with any cave system is to light it up. That's usually your greatest weapon. If you light it up, enemies won't spawn, therefore you've successfully killed them, more or less. I do recognize this cave area, so I'm pretty sure we're in the right place. Not entirely sure where the dungeon is, but right now I'm just kind of lighting the area up anyway. I'm not too particularly concerned about the dungeon itself right now until I get the area a little bit safer. Let's get up here and make some sticks. So we can get some more torches. That's good enough for now. Alright, so come on. There. No sense in wasting the dirt. Crap ton of coal. Always worth stopping to get. A lot of iron. I'll be coming back for that. Here's the spawner. Well, that was incredibly easy to get. I am on normal. See? Difficulty normal. I must have just been quick when it comes to that. Well, we conquered that dungeon easy enough. Didn't have to fight a single zombie there. That was pretty hilarious. I haven't had to fight any enemies in this cave yet. I wonder where they're all at. I guess they don't spawn in a certain radius of the player. But you'd think they'd be somewhere. Oh well, this cave is mine. I pretty much freely conquered it. I'm actually surprised because I'm pretty sure I heard a zombie. That's how I knew I was getting close. It's kind of weird that I haven't come across any of them, though. I wonder if all the animal mobs up top help slow down the spawn rates of the enemies or something. Oh, this cave goes on for quite a while. Fantastic. This cave is pretty much mine to do with as I please. Now I know I said I came in here for the dungeon loot, but the resources in this cave are also pretty decent, so it's hard to pass them up. Thank you, Mindfiend, for showing this cave. In some ways it's kind of nice that I find out about these places watching like videos from the Mindfiend, and in some ways it's kind of a sad moment that I'm not on my own like personal world and finding all this stuff on my own. But that's alright. I probably would have never known this cave was here without watching the Mindfiend's videos and watching him go here. So it's all good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get every resource in the cave, because didn't really pay attention to where all of them were, but I'll get which ones I can see, I guess. This has been another very successful caving trip. The game must have realized that since I already knew where the cave was and everything, they'd just give it to me. No need to fight enemies. Which is nice, I guess. Stuff, stuff, stuff. A lot of iron and coal. Always a welcome resource. Again, I don't know how we won the dungeon so easy, but whatever. 2 buckets! That's what I came for. Fantastic. Iron's nice. Don't really care too much about the gunpowder. Redstone's nice. Bread, whatever. Saddle. Now I have 2 more buckets. I'm happy. Kinda wish I'd have known about this before I made the other bucket. But that's alright. 3 buckets. I'm sure I'll make use out of it. Now I'm not going to keep this dungeon spawner. I mean, I'm not going to destroy it. But I'm not going to be in any hurry to turn it into a mob trap either. I'm going to keep it because with the 1.8 update coming out, I don't know what uses feathers might end up having, or if zombies will drop something besides feathers. So I'm going to keep the spawner just because it might be useful as a trap later. It's just not particularly useful at the moment. am going to take this mossy cobblestone because, again, it's a mark of conquering the dungeon. And it's useful for decorative purposes. Iron down here is nice too. Ooh, more iron. And coal. Fantastic. Alright, so second dungeon conquered. Yay! With almost no effort other than just finding it. Now, like I said, I heard a dungeon or a zombie earlier, so it's not that the enemy mobs aren't spawning, they're just not spawning at the moment. Maybe I got through the cave and lit it up fast enough or something, I don't know. Oh, that was close. Oh my gosh. Of course I'd have to go to lava when I got my new buckets and everything. That was close. A little too close for comfort, actually. Darn near gave me a heart attack. Makes me wonder, though, if we're at lava level, if we're going to get any good stuff, like redstone. You know, I have a bucket of water. So what I'm going to do is grab a bucket of lava, in case I should need it for an incinerator later. Then I'm going to put that away so I never have to touch it again. And then I'm going to dump water. To make a safe path around here. Because I don't really need a lot of lava, like ever. I almost never use lava. I'd much rather just be rid of it. Even though I don't think this one's going to amount to anything worthwhile. Ooh, more iron though. I guess that's nice. I guess just because there's lava here doesn't mean we're necessarily at the lava level. Because lava can appear pretty much anywhere, even on the surface, so... whatevs. Just gonna dig around a bit, see if I find anything. not looking like it. I hear water in this direction, though. Ah, part of the cave I've already been in. Fantastic.